I have a few projectors in my house, and they're expensive, huge, and bombastic. So when Aurzen, famous for their affordable and small projectors, offered to send me their new Boom Air, which goes for under $300, I had to know, can a projector so small and affordable be any good at all? Well, yes and no. Out of the box, the Aurzen Boom Air really is tiny compared to the high-end laser projectors I already own. It's what you call a capsule-style projector, with the similarly named Nebula Capsule Air being the most famous example. But the Boom Air costs less than Nebula's projector while offering some notable upgrades. The most notable difference right away is this built-in stand. With other capsule projectors, that's an add-on, but you get it right away with this. It is, however, a permanent feature of the projector and not something you can remove, unlike other projectors. Look at the side of the mount and you'll find two available power ports, a barrel jack and a USB-C port. Right above that is the power button. The Boom Air itself is fairly unassuming, though I worry its white plastic will yellow over time. It's small enough to pick up and take with you somewhere, or just stick it in some corner where no one will notice it. In addition to the USB-C and barrel jack, you'll find an HDMI port, a USB-A port, and a headphone jack behind a rubber stopper. Those are good inclusions, since the whole idea is that you could take this with you, and you may end up with somewhere that has no power or internet, like, well, a camping trip. Even if you don't have an outlet available, you can, in theory, power this with a 65-watt battery pack. I say in theory because I don't actually have one of those, and the most powerful battery pack I do have couldn't actually turn this projector on. I can't test how long the Boom Air will last on battery, but that'll at least be partly determined by the size of your battery. If your hope is to take this with you to places where easy electricity isn't available, then providing a portable power source is something you'll want to take into account when it comes to cost. Other portable projectors like the Nebula Capsule Air have built-in batteries, though again, they cost more than this one. And I just want to take a moment to thank the true Anoraker fans who have actually become members of this channel. That extra finance helps me keep this channel going. You of course get this remote, which doesn't feel amazing. It's hollowish and plasticky, and even the bits that look like soft white silicone are harder to push than you'd expect. Don't get me wrong, it gets the job done, and the 3 preset buttons are at least for services you're likely to use, but it's nothing amazing. And then there's the 4th button. This one feels like a bit of a waste, especially since it's a large button. It jumps you straight to projector settings, which you can get to by clicking the smaller settings button and drilling down in the menu. But none of that matters if the projector itself isn't good. And for the most part, it really is, as long as you keep your expectations in check for a sub $300 projector. It's not very bright, for instance, so don't expect to use this outdoors on a super bright and sunny day. In fact, we put this in a tent during daytime and we almost couldn't see the image at all. Once the sun set though, it was dark enough that everything looked really good, as far as looking good while projecting onto the side of a tent can be. And Aurzen has some pretty impressive tech going on when it comes to focus and auto keystoning. Move around the projector and it will quickly measure the surface you've pointed it at and automatically adjust the image to a rectangle, or as close as it can get, and then find focus. You will run into some limits, such as an inability to focus on a wall that's too close, and then, like I said, on the tent, we never got a true rectangle. And if you project from too steep an angle, the corners will get fuzzy. But again, keep your expectations reasonable and you'll find it does the job admirably. The Boom Mini also has built-in speakers that would sound decent if not for one other problem. The fans are incredibly loud. From the moment you turn on the Boom Air, it becomes a tiny jet engine ready to take off. Indoors, the speakers can blast out noise loud enough to drown out the fan, but you have to turn the volume all the way up, which will get you some distortion. Outside in the tent, it didn't seem as noticeable because the ambient noises of the world were drowning out the fan. I still turned the volume up pretty loudly on some things, but on others, a little less did the job. And other people who were watching with me actually mentioned that they didn't seem to think the fan was that loud at all. Naturally, if you connect some better speakers, things do get better, but that defeats some of the point of a portable projector. You can also buy a $40 lens attachment that increases the projection size area, Aurzen suggests using it to turn the Boom Mini into an ambient or star projector, though you'll still have to provide the content. It also seems to come with downsides like losing autofocus and some vignetting at the edges, but I didn't actually get to test it, so I can't say if it's worth the cost. It's not that much though, maybe spring for it. Overall, if you use this in the right place, at the right time, the Boom Air is a good little sub $300 projector. What place and time? Outdoors at night or in a tent. Indoor during the day will work as well. And anytime you have a screen to project against it, it will work better. But if you don't regularly have a need for a projector for those specific needs, you'd probably be better off buying a nicer, more expensive projector that isn't so portable. If you've been looking for an alternative to the Nebula capsule with higher resolution and you don't mind a slightly larger size and providing your own battery, then this might be the one for you. Overall, I think I can recommend it for the right place and the right time. That's it for now, but don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, bye!